What's up, guys? You're tuning to the CEO Show. This is the CEO of the West Coast, your host with the motherfucking most. Tonight, it's Manic Mondays as usual, but we got a couple special guests. We got King Trick's gonna be joining us, as well as Runar Berntsen, film director out of Norway. Both directors of the Unity Summit, founders of the Unity Summit. So we're gonna be talking a little bit about that. And we actually got one of Trick's songs on the playlist as well, so it should be a good night. And I think we got them on the line now. How's it going?
Hey. What's up?
Doing all right. Thank you guys for joining me on the show tonight. I really appreciate you guys coming on.
Thanks for having us. Glad to be here, man. It's awesome to talk to you. How are things?
Oh, fantastic, man. Gearing up for the Unity Summit.
Big ups. We're excited. Big stuff going down.
Oh, definitely. Now, for the listeners out there, I've been promoting it the last couple of days, but why don't you guys tell them a little bit about the Unity Summit?
All right. You go first.
Well, let's see. Where do you want to start? I mean, the Unity Summit was conceptualized to basically make it possible for artists to actually truly develop in the course of the event, in the course of their participation. Every element, every factor of the event is designed to uplift the next element. That's precisely the design of this event.
Wow.
Awesome. It's very exciting. You know, what is the Unity Summit? Well, we're excited to be here in Arizona this year. We're expecting a multitude of artists, vendors, booths, multi-genre music festival, 30 to 50,000 people this year. So it's very exciting, man. It's very exciting to see it develop. And Trick, if you want to go into more detail.
Trick, you still there with us?
It seems like Trick has left the building.
Oh, man. What I'll do then is I'll try and I'm gonna go ahead and play Trick's song here. This King Trick and the New Breeds, Exhausted, featuring Akon, and then we'll try and call you guys back here after the song plays, if that works for you.
That's beautiful stuff. That way we got both of us on the line. Let's do that.
All right, sounds good. We're going to go ahead and call them back then, and this is King Trick and the New Breeds featuring Akon, Exhausted.
Everywhere I go, they stare.
Akon!
Checking me out and what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
Ice from my ice just staring.
New Breeds,
And everywhere
King
you go,
Trick,
I'm there, I'm exhausted. From balling.
PhD.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall. I'm exhausted.
Some of that new.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Here we go.
And we get round hustling. They say balling's a habit, to me it ain't nothing. I do it in my sleep every day of the week. I just move to the top and you can never pay my lease. I'm exhausted, but I never ever sleep. I gotta hustle off the block like my name LT, but I live above the rim like Kobe or BP. I got the game on lock in every city that I see. But I appreciate the hustle. I'm here to work you out and put to use all of your muscles. I feel like my addiction just doubled, getting NFL brain, 10 girls in a huddle. But I swear I'm out of place, put my dick in a square, man, I'm f***ing out of shape. Alert the Australians, I just wanna mate. Plus the temperature I supply can change the climate, so gon' give it up. And if ballin' ain't your hobby, then you just ain't enough. So now all of a sudden you decide you wanna ball. Well then just grab your nuts, come.
Everywhere I go, they stare. Checking me out
True
and what
school
I'm
show.
wearing. The lights from
Act
my
like
ice
you
just
know.
staring. And everywhere
All
you
up in
go,
your ear
I'm
hole.
there, I'm exhausted. From balling.
Yeah.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
A little taste for your face.
From balling. Winter, spring,
Yo,
summer,
doctor.
and fall.
K-L-L-I-N-G, cause I get back for the one who saved we, the reason you still living, not 6 feet deep. Man, one spread, one love, like you Bob Marley. Call them 9-inch nails, how we rock this beat. And if you listen closely, you see I rep my streets, bringing forward through the rain. Summer I throw heat, fall back when I'm drained, so by winter the numbers speak, capiche?
Everywhere I go, they say, checking me out one way.
Warming y'all up.
The lights from my ice just staring.
We're gonna take y'all around the world with this.
I'm there, I'm exhausted.
I hope y'all ready.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Strap on your seatbelt,
From balling. Winter, spring,
cause
summer,
impact will
and
be
fall.
felt. Check it out. All that glitters ain't gold. The truth shall be told. I'm breaking the mold and hold the light on the righteous. It might just spark the flame that ignites and excites us to ring the bell. Let the next round commence. And now you have to deal with the consequence. I spit fire, a live wire. Call me sire of the empire. If a ball
Everywhere I go, they stare. Checking me out one way.
tried to tell y'all,
Lights from my ice just stare.
if you ain't ready,
And everywhere you go, I'm there, I'm exhausted. From balling.
I feel for you.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
You better get right
Exhausted. From balling.
or get left.
Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Ah,
Everywhere I go, they staring.
you know what it is.
Me out in one way.
2011,
The lights from my ice just staring.
coming straight from
Everywhere
heaven.
you go, I'm there, I'm exhausted.
Y'all wasn't ready for that.
From balling. Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Urban Network.
I'm exhausted. From balling. Winter, spring, summer, and
Godson
fall.
Entertainment.
Everywhere I go, they stare.
New breeze.
Checking me out in one way. The lights from my ice just stare.
That was King Trick and the New Breeds with Exhausted featuring Akon. Now, we're getting them back on the line right now as we speak, actually. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get them back on the line. Hold on one second, guys. All right, they should be joining us here shortly. Now, as I was saying, this event, it's going to be awesome. It's actually the biggest music festival out they have in Arizona. We're going to be hosting the iHeart. Sorry, I've been smoking a lot tonight. The iHeart stage out there. It's going to be in Mesa, Arizona. We'll be hosting the iHeart. Pretty lit event. There's going to be a lot of different sponsors involved, Click Jams involved. So it should be a pretty lit event.
Record your message after
We're gonna go ahead and see if I can get. We're gonna go ahead and get into some SIBO though. SIBO is actually gonna be performing at this one, so let's get into some SIBO right now. This is SIBO off his new album, The Problem, with Rolling Stone. Check it out.
Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone. Wherever I set my pack down my home, I'm a Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone, Rolling Stone. Wherever I set my pack down my home, Rolling Stone. I say fuck the judge, the D, and the lawyer. Got my man on the stand, and my plan on record.
We're gonna get back to that song in just a second. We actually got King Trick back on the line. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing it, moving. I guess we dropped the call on this freeway out here.
Yeah, but at least we were able to get you back on. Now, Runar, it said this is going to be multi genres at this festival. So, really, what does the whole festival entail as far as venues and things like that?
Well, I mean, if you consider that, first of all, part of my background is like seriously doing underground concerts and promotion. So when you consider that the events or like Coachella, where we actually had a interesting hand into the origin of the foundation of that, dealing with some of the promoters when they were in their more earlier stages and offering in different genres. But I mean, all of my promotional career's been kind of across the board. So I remember a time when we were putting shows together, and somebody told me, "Oh, you can't put country and rock on the same ticket, or you can't put country and hip hop or rock and hip hop on the same ticket." And I beg to differ, because every time I've ever seen the Grammys or the American Music Awards or any of the better quality shows, genres are not the issue. It's just the quality of the entertainment. So when I recognized that scenario, the Unity Summit was designed. I mean, it was designed in '99 with the intent, to express the solidarity of the genres. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you're a guitar player, you're a guitar player because you love the guitar, not necessarily because you want to play rock or, so I don't think an instrument is necessarily specific to a genre, and everybody should be able to express their creative energy with music. So here we have a situation where we've just basically transcended the walls. We just broke down the walls, and we broke down the barriers and the stereotypes, and we basically have expressed that, the people of today, they don't just listen to a genre of music, they listen to whatever kind of music they like. And what they like is not necessarily the same as what people used to like back in the day when they were just picking a genre to like. Now you can bounce around in not just genres, but even countries. There's different formats and styles of music. So we're all being exposed to things that are different every day via the internet. Because when we were doing these big concerts back in the day, and doing things like 60,000 people like Narnia and Snow Summit, I mean, events like that are pre-internet, pre-Coachella, pre-South by Southwest, and that's really where my foundation is from. So whether it's the Miami Music Festival, like back when we were back in 2010, I'm participating as part of the production of that, producing an event all throughout the city and seeing it work well. Then of course South by Southwest having a similar format, and then Coachella doing the kind of numbers it did, and people are into the concept, and now some of us that are really pioneers in this genre, we're here presenting the Unity Summit, Arizona, November 10, 11, 32 hours of music from the time 4:20 starts. It goes on until 2 a.m. on that Monday morning. Just an incredible experience. We want it to be an experience. There's some different things involved that we're not going to explain in detail right now, but at the end of the day, part of what we've become good at, and our forte is we've become good at being able to figure out how to entertain people properly, where they get a good, thorough experience. So the Unity Summit is that. We have everything from technology. We're introducing some new technology. There's a lot of people that don't understand technology, whether they're talking high tech, or getting more into the things like what Tesla's into, which is more low tech stuff. Renewable energy, healing properties, things that that the world needs. We're pulling them together, and we have a golf tournament leg on the Unity Summit. Multiple venues around the valley, allowing artists to interact in ways they haven't, and they generally don't, in the course of a day or a week, for that matter, and pretty much changing the game in that fashion. I know I get to run in my mouth. I'm driving up this freeway, but I know you probably had something to say.
Oh man, no, I'm just soaking up game, man. I've known you for a while, and that's my favorite thing to do from you, just soak up game, man.
Well, I got plenty of game to deliver, so for anybody within earshot, big ups. I appreciate the opportunity to share. I've been very fortunate in my career. I've had the honor of working with some of the biggest legends in the industry, and You know, whether it's a Prince or a